All right, so now we're here for the second part of the gastric digestion lab. So we've let our test tubes sit for 45 minutes, and now we're going to test them. So just a reminder, in test tube one, well, in all three test tubes, let's start there, we had albumin. Albumin is a protein. So we're going to see if this enzyme called pepsin breaks it down. So all three had albumin, which had the protein in them. In test tube one, we had pepsin, which is the enzyme. In test tube 2, we just had hydrochloric acid to represent the acid of the stomach to see if that breaks it down by itself. And in test tube 3, we added pepsin and hydrochloric acid to represent the conditions of the stomach. So what we're going to do is we're going to add Biuret's solution. Biuret's solution basically is a test for proteins. So if there is still the protein left, the albumin is a protein, it will turn purple. If it has started to break it down into its amino acids components, it will not be purple. It will be sort of a lighter pinkish purple or pink violet. So that would be a positive test for that fact that it broke it down. Okay, so we're going to add several drops of Biuret's to each one. So here's test tube 1, so you can see your results, and you can start putting these in the chart for the results. All right, so this one again has pepsin and the protein. Okay, and there's the color of that. All right, it is sort of a purple color. All right, so I would say that is positive for some proteins. I don't know, we'll compare the purples here so you can see the difference. All right, so this one has the protein and just hydrochloric acid. Okay, so you can see the results there. All right, and this one has the protein, pepsin, and hydrochloric acid. All right, so they're all positive for proteins. Let's see if we can see a difference in any of them. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell here, but this lighting may not be so good. This first one actually looks like it's like a lighter shade of pink than the other two. So it looks like the pepsin by itself did the best job of breaking down this into its amino acids. I hope you can see that that's a little bit lighter in shade than the other two. All right, I can see it. So I would say that test tube 1 is a little bit lighter in color than the other two. All right, showing that it did break down a little bit there with just the pepsin. All right, it's a little surprising because you would think that this with the hydrochloric acid would help break it down, but you may also know that sometimes with acids can denature an enzyme and prevent it from working. So depending on the acidity, it can prevent that enzyme from doing its job. So it looks like, again, the pepsin is a little bit lighter in shade than the other ones. So that this one, the test tube 1, broke it down the best. Okay? All right, that's the results. So now you can answer your questions in the gastric digestion lab.